All right, so I didn't want to like address this person anymore, other than what I've already said about this person, this individual who is a scammer, and everybody knows that she is a piece of garbage person, a really bad human. Uh, I think most of us with common sense, we know what type of person that individual is. You know what I mean? And well, I think this video is long overdue because this person is still, at least in my opinion, at least what from what I have observed is that she's still talking shit about me and talking shit about men in general. This is a woman that is constantly praising herself as somebody that has a righteous attitude, like she thinks she's somebody with a who does no wrong. Like it basically, essentially, like her farts don't stink, is what she is. And you know what? This needs to be addressed right now. This individual is a piece of shit, and we all know who I'm talking about. And that's Sarah Adams. There's news that, which I've always attribute. She always came off as like very overly sexual and stuff. Me personally, there's news that Sarah Adams was cheating on that dude Max Spears or whatever. I mean, I don't even. If that is the case, I think she's a piece of shit because I hate cheaters, and anybody that cheats on somebody is a piece of garbage. But that's never surprised me one bit because of even just knowing her just a little bit. I knew right away that that's the nature of her personality. And it's not just her. Like that is actually the modern woman. You know, I've had women that have cheated on their husbands with me, even, and I even ended up ratting out the wife to the husband, telling him that your wife is cheating on you with me. Because personally, I don't like that kind of shit. And I always think of like, now what if I'm on the receiving end and I'm the guy being cheated on? You know what I mean? Jelly bean, like, I mean, you can't put yourself first. There's a lot of scumbag people out there. So anyway, there's new evidence that Taj showed he showed proof and evidence that Sarah Adams is a cheater, and the guy that she was with, Max Spears, that unfortunately is deceased now. Was complaining about her. And I've already seen that. I've seen the proof and evidence and stuff of my own. I didn't even need to see his post because I knew from the start that I think Max Spears was being played by this broad. And that sucks, man, because I'm an advocate for men's rights, man. Because I myself, I have been abused by women multiple times, And it's no joke, you know, people like Sarah exist. There's a lot of women that are abusive towards men. I mean, it's really sad. It's unfortunate. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, yeah, you know, I love it how she continues to roast men and talk about how ugly we are and how we all want her and stuff like that. I mean, if I want a woman, you know, I tell you straight out that I want you. I don't play games. I'll be like, you know, let's go on a date, do whatever. But Sarah Adams, wants to make everybody think that every man's hitting on her. I never once hit on her, not once. Because, you know, I'm an honest guy, and to be quite frank and honest with everybody, I think she looks like a frog. She looks like a fucking frog. She's ugly to me.
Alien implants, do you have any? Because I have a couple. I wanted to show you guys my alien implant. Look, that's it. See it? And then it pops. And then if you see here, you see the needle mark of where they put the implant in. And I have full memory of these implants being embedded into me. Sometimes they give out a little beep. I also have strange eyes. I can move my eyes, look. Both different ways. This was also because of my ET DNA. Go.
I mean, she was beautiful before before the plastic surgery and all that shit. But I personally, I do not find her attractive whatsoever. I think she's ugly. She looks like a fucking frog. So, you know, she wants to keep letting people know that she's got to make these statuses to tell everybody that how many men love her and want to be with her and stalk her and all this other nonsense. I actually forgot who she was. It's more like, you know, other people keep mentioning. Yeah, it's more like other people keep mentioning her name, and I totally forgot who she was. But whenever somebody has a problem or drama with her, she's not going to ever let that go, and she's always going to, like, mention that person's name without calling them out. That she doesn't use the person's name, which I would. I would always use your name. If I have a beef with you, I mean, you're an idiot as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to roast you. I might call you out. I don't give a shit. And that's what I'm doing now. Like, I think Sarah Adams is a piece of shit. But it's not just her, you know. A lot of people in the UFO community are pieces of shit. I have exposed so many people in this community for being frauds. And I am going to give out names. Navwar Mike, Elena Danaan, Dani Henderson, Michael Salla, Marina Soren. You guys are all frauds. You're fake, phonies. None of you guys have ever had experiences, real genuine things. I mean, aliens are real. We know that. I mean, the government came out and admitted it. I don't need the government to tell me that they're real, because I've had experiences of my own. But you know what? I don't need to listen to some fucking guru that thinks they know what they're talking about, but they don't. And this is the thing I hate the most, you know, because you guys are just taking advantage of people, because not everybody's smart like me. Not everybody has a heart of steel like me. I don't fall for scams, but unfortunately there are a lot of people that do. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Corey Goode is one of the biggest pieces of shits of all, and he's tied with Sarah Adams. he's a friend of hers. Let me tell you about Corey Goode. That motherfucker is a clown. He used me to do his dirty work to get back at Elena Danaan because they're competitors. He never gave me credit for anything. He didn't shout out my name, and he had all his little cult members, his butt buddies, turn against me, who were supposed to be my friends, just because I called out Corey for the fake he is. And he is a fake. If you believe Corey Goode, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. He did not go to the moon. There's whatever. This clown has never been right about anything. He's always been a clown. As a matter of fact, I think he's the biggest clown of all. And, people like, I appreciate Steve Cambion for going after people like that. We need somebody that goes after these frauds in the community. I mean, I might not agree with what he says. He thinks that there's more evidence of demon activity than aliens. I don't agree with that. I think it's quite the contrary. I think there's more evidence to support alien life. I think it makes more sense on a scientific level to think that we're not alone in the universe. And but that's beside the point. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Corey Goode, Elena Danaan, Dani Henderson, Michael Salla, this JP guy who uses 3D print props for his helmets and all that stuff. How do you guys believe that stuff? How do you guys believe this nonsense? How do you guys not see that you're being fooled and bamboozled? It doesn't make any sense to me, man. I mean, this JP guy, he wears a fucking paintball helmet on his head, and you guys believe that he was a super soldier. Make it make sense, because he wasn't a super soldier. He's scamming you guys. But you know what? You guys are the ones who are the dumbasses with the goldfish brains, who would give all your money to these fucking scammers. It's not my fucking problem. That's your money. You could give it to whoever you want. You might as well burn it on fire, as far as I'm concerned, because it's the same thing. You guys are a bunch of fucking goldfish brains. Like your intelligent level is equivalent to a goldfish. But better you than me, because I'm smart. I would never get scammed. And when I saw Sarah Adams, her website, how she charges $5,000 and $12,000 and all these other packages that don't even make any damn sense, it's like, you are even as a scammer, you are fucking stupid, because you'd have a lot better luck accumulating wealth by charging smaller amounts and getting more people. You're not even intelligent enough to scam people. But that shows how stupid people are these days. That anybody falls for any trap, whatever that may be. So yeah, you know what? Fuck Corey Goode. Fuck Elena Danaan. Fuck Dani Henderson. Fuck Michael Salla. Fuck JP. Honestly, fuck David Icke for having Danny Henderson on. I used to have a respect for him. I thought he was pretty cool, but you know, he had Danny Henderson, who has ties with Oprah Winfrey, by the way. She has ties with Stedman, Oprah Winfrey. Think about that, guys, before you give your money to these fucking clowns. Be a little bit more smart, man. Be a little bit more smart. You got the noggin up here. I don't care either way if you get scammed. Better you than me. But I do have a duty to warn people that, hey, you know what? There's a lot of scammers in the UFO community, and as an experiencer, somebody that has had experiences with UFOs and know that aliens are real, it really pisses me off to see so many people trying to take advantage of other people like that. It really sucks. Because I put myself in your shoes. I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking, imagine if I was you, as dumb as you, to fall for this bullshit. These idiots who are trying to take your money. Sarah Adams is a piece of shit. Corey Goode is a piece of shit. I talked to Sarah Adams, and she has ties with Corey Goode. I used to be friends with him. He's a fucking clown. He's a user. He's an opportunist. Anything you can do that rules in his favor to eliminate the competition, he will use you for that. Don't trust Corey Goode. He already admitted in court that he lied about the whole incident. Of course, you have to be a fucking dumbass with a goldfish brain in the first place to believe anything that man says. But if that's not enough to convince you that he's a fraud, dude, you're hopeless. Why in the hell would you believe him? Now, David Wilcock, he might be a little bit of a different story. I think that he was a victim himself. Like, he himself got involved with the whole grift. But eventually it consumed him. And the reason why he killed himself is because he felt guilty by being associated with scammers and people that don't make any sense, that just want your money. So, you know, you stupid people, you goldfish brain people can believe in whatever the hell you want. I'm going to expose people for what they are, though, because I've done it already. Oh, don't let me forget. This one takes the cake of all. Somebody I was really associated with, Jenny Lee. You're a scam artist. I got proof and evidence that you took money from somebody for a psychic reading, and you never paid that individual.
Watch your back, Mr. Retread Man! I'm gonna put you in fucking high heels again!
Back. You're a scammer. Steve Cambion, you're friends with Jenny Lee. You need to delete him. I mean her. You need to delete her if you really believe in what you practice. Because she's a fucking scammer, too. She's not a psychic. Nobody's a psychic because it doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a fucking psychic. It's called intuition. Some people have good intuition. That doesn't mean you could predict the future. And if you think that you're a fucking dumbass, you might as well believe in fairy tales and the magical sky. Goldfish brain. You guys are a bunch of fucking goldfish brains. Here. This is the size of a goldfish. That's your brain. For you to fall for these people. Corey Goode. Elena Danaan. Marina Sarin. Michael Salla. Dani Henderson. Corey Goode. And even, rest in peace, David Wilcock, he didn't deserve to die no matter what. He got involved with the scamming stuff. He's a scammer too. No, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not perfect myself. I'm gonna face judgment when the day comes too, for what I've done in the past. But I think I'm redeeming myself for the things I've done in the past. Because I'm a fucking Southside Sureño from Southern Califas. But you know what? It doesn't matter because I never scam random people. I always went after people that deserve to be hurt, just like I'm doing now, but on a different level, because I don't gangbang anymore. But I hate to see you guys give up your money to these clowns. They don't care about you. They're happy to take your money, man. Stop giving your money to fucking Sarah Adams. Stop giving your money to fucking Elena Danaan. Stop giving your money to fucking Dani Henderson and Michael Salla. Stop giving your money to these clowns. They don't care about you one bit. Stop. They don't love you. It's not about love and light. It's about their own personal benefit. Do you get it, goldfish brains? Of course you don't. Because that's how people like Donald Trump got elected. I was one of those people that fell for Donald Trump's bullshit too. Because that motherfucker's a fraud and he loves Israel more than he loves America. He don't give a fuck about us poor people and us common folks. So you guys need to stop believing in this nonsense. I mean, you had an experience, but you don't need to follow these gurus that charge money. You know what you experience. You don't need nobody to reassure you of anything. Why do you need to belong to somebody that doesn't care about you and just wants your money? That's what doesn't make any sense to me. Well, anyway, Sarah Adams, I mean, you look like a frog. You got all this plastic surgery. You got this Botox and all this bullshit on your fucking ugly face. You're not as hot as you think you are. Do you understand? And the fact that you have to fake having a boyfriend. Oh, I got a boyfriend now. Oh. What does that matter when I never hit on you, and I highly doubt maybe other men do hit on you, but social media has destroyed everything. And it's given people like that a platform for them to screw other people over. If you want proof and evidence that the devil's real, just look at social media and Facebook. This is why I don't want any part of it. I don't like Facebook. I don't like Instagram. I don't like TikTok. I don't like none of that bullshit. I was a million times better off when these things didn't exist. And I think the rest of humanity was as well. it's very unfortunate that so many people succumb to these scams because they're so badly looking for answers. And none of these people are going to give you these answers because they're all fake. They're all about money. They're just trying to scam you. Sarah Adams charges $5,000 for the most basic reading, and then she moves up to in the tens of thousands of ranges. And people believe this shit? That's even worse than anything I've ever seen before. Corey Goode, you're a cultural appropriating rich white man who sports jerry curls. That's honestly racist. You should get your ass beat for being a cultural appropriator. Because why are you wearing jerry curls? You're not black, bro. I'm not black either. I'm fucking white and Latino. I would never sport jerry curls, even though they look cool, but they don't look cool on you. You look like a goofy ass dork. You look like a Poindexter. You look like a clown. And so do you, Sarah. You look like a frog. Your lips are so large. You got Botox. You got all this shit. Cosmetic crap done on your face. You used to look good, but you look like trash now. What in the hell happened to you? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But you know what? People like you, all of you guys, need to be destroyed. And it's no wonder. I think this is my personal hypothesis. I think that you guys were personally put in place to make the UFO experiencers and people that have had real experiences look bad, to make us all look crazy, because that's the goal. The government does not want us to know that aliens are real, and I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. It's because of religion. Religion is all man-made. The 3 Abrahamic religions were created to control mankind. And that's an actual fact. They don't want people to believe that there's life on other planets or that even space is real. You notice how the flat earth bullshit has become more popular than ever. That's a psyop to dumb people down. Because 1,000 years ago, we all figured out that the earth was not flat. And we're not the center of the universe. Humans ain't shit. And no, aliens are not demons or angels. They are physical beings from other planets. Do I know what planets they come from? No, I don't know. But that's the most scientifically probable explanation to explain what aliens are. And if you disagree, whatever, that you're entitled to your opinion, but I believe that aliens come from other planets. There's no demons, angels, none of that caca-poo-poo. So listen, stop supporting people like Sarah Adams, not just her, Elena Danaan, Dani, Henderson, Michael Salla. It's hilarious. You know, I predicted this from the very start. I said Elena Danaan, Michael Salla, and Dani Henderson would split up and fight each other. What happened? Elena Danaan is at war with Dani Henderson. They used to be best friends. And before that, she went into war with Michael Salla. Do you want to know why that is? Because evil people always clash against each other. They're evil. And if you follow them, you're beyond hope at this point, because all they care about is your money, each and every one of them. You've noticed this pattern before. You've seen Corey Goode fight with other people. Whenever Corey Goode can't use you for something, whenever you discover that, hey, you know what? I see past your bullshit, motherfucker. That's when he cuts you off, homie. So fuck that fool. This is truth and reality, whether you want to believe it or not. There's no sweat off my balls, homie.